Alright, so you have a controller, and you actually do not stand a chance against a single person who is using a mouse and keyboard. This controller setup is simply going to be enough for you to be able to compete in a dogfight or just jet combat, period. This is by no means a I'm better than everyone else jet commentary. This is by no means gonna make you the best pilot ever. Alright? This is simply a controller setup that I personally use that allows me to maintain control of my jet while I am free camming around to see jets around me. War Thunder is very unforgiving to console players, and if you rely on the default controller scheme, you will get absolutely stomped on by mouse and keyboard players and jets. That is because mouse and keyboard jet players are able to free cam around and freely control their jet, something that you cannot do when you're on console on default controls. All this controller setup I'm showing you is something for you to copy down and allow you to use just about all of the attributes of your jet without having to buy a mouse and keyboard. This is by no means a make you better pilot free card. Another thing that I did not show is under the common settings in the controllers, you want to make sure your mouse look activation button, it's under common in the top tab, is set to circle or B, whatever you're on. That is where the claw grip comes in. You have to learn claw grip in order to play controller jets. If you want to have any kind of chance beating anyone, you have to get claw grip. If you don't, you will lose every time. If you look back at those controls, you will notice that I do not have any buttons bound to my free cam look, camera control access, whatever it is, in the miscellaneous section under aircraft. I only use mouse look activation. It is the number one way to control your camera while being able to control your jet. Another thing is if you look at the roll axes and the pitch axes and the yaw axes, they're all bound to the left stick. Your throttle is going to be replacing your right bumper and your left bumper, R1, L1 respectively. The throttle on the stick is going to get you killed. Do not use that. Forget that. That left stick, you're going to reprogram it to do all of the movements of the aircraft. Make sure that when you select these options, you have your yaw axis multiplier significantly lower than your roll axes. Rolling your aircraft is more important than yawing your aircraft or rudder control. You're going to want the roll to be a max multiplier and your rudder or yaw control to be a minimum multiplier. This will allow you to keep the free cam and keep the rate fight going in jets as you use your elevators to pitch towards them. Like I said, this is by no means a I'll be better than everyone system. And not only that, it's not even perfect. It's actually far from perfect, and I'm changing it myself all the time. This is simply a way for people who have no idea what they're doing and they have a jet and they just find themselves getting destroyed every match and they don't know what to do with their controls and they feel like they're at such a big disadvantage that they can't even look at an enemy jet without even getting slammed. I just want to give a shout out to Guy3Po, who is the MiG-21 in this video, who is simply allowing me to demonstrate different tactics and how I use the controller, which you can see in the top right of the screen, how it's used and how it's done. This is not a professional dogfight. This is not a I'm a beast in the jet or anything. This is just showing you how it works, what it looks like when you use it. If you look at my hands when I'm doing it, you'll very often notice that my thumb and pointer finger are around the touchpad at all times. Air brake on the touchpad is simply a button that I had free. If you want to use a D-pad button, if you want to use a bumper or left trigger, whatever you want to use for your air brake, use it. Air brake is very important for dogfights. If you want to have it close by on a button that you can trust a little bit more than the sensitive touchpad, do it. Because like I said, I am always changing it myself. It is by no means the answer to all your problems, and it's going to require you to play around with it a little bit and see how you like it. I have been playing War Thunder for several years now, and this has been a controller layout that I have created myself over time. It's been adjusted and changed, and if you were to duplicate it, you yourself can change it however you see fit to fit your playstyle. This simply fits my playstyle. And you know what? If you got any cool intuitive ideas that I didn't see, throw them at me. If you're someone that just doesn't know what the hell to do for your controls, try this out. If you don't know how to play claw, try this out. This controller setup is simply a way for you to be able to use your jet to its full potential, have the free cam, you're able to look around, you're able to focus on another target while controlling your jet at the same time with your other stick. You are simply not able to do this with the stick as the throttle. You need to have the throttle as a bumper, because WEP and 100% throttle are two different things. And if you have the throttle onto the stick, you're going to find yourself wepping, afterburner, whatever, all the time. And it's very annoying. So just look at how I play here. It's going to take you some practice. You're not going to be the best at it right away. And try it yourself and let me know how it goes. Okay? I'm going to leave you with a lot of this gameplay. Copy my controls down, whatever you want to do. But tell me how it works for you. Thank you.